So this is going to be a bit of a two-part video, actually. And the reason why I say that is because there's going to be two different versions. So one is just going to be the two time lapses without me talking and explaining. And then that one is for Instagram, whereas the one with me actually explaining what the whole thing is, that one is going to be for YouTube. And so, yeah, I'm sorry if I'm looking over at my monitor. I am moving some stuff around right now on Xbox. Trying to clean up some stuff that... Anyways, so for those who... Actually, give me a sec here. Just getting them closer so that I can pull them easier. So for those who may or may not know, I love Destiny. And one of the things besides Cade and the different missions and challenges and that sort of stuff is the different ghost shells, shall we say. And yes, I know you can buy the one through Bungie, but that for me would be ludicrously expensive. Let's actually see how much that thing would actually be. So that thing here would be and we're talking only the standard ghost shell here. Oops, where is it here? Yeah, it's like 47 bucks. And it's just to literally hold your freaking controller. But there's one that I saw. Here it is. I think it is. Anyways, it's like going to be, if we pull a different one here, it's like 35 US, right? So $42 for shipping, right? So the actual item itself is 35 bucks. Yeah, it's like 70 bucks for this damn thing. So what I ended up doing was basically 3D printing some stuff from Destiny. So we have the Destiny base for it, which again, completely 3D printed. I found the model online from about a year ago. Actually, I found this base. Actually, no, actually, I didn't find the base months ago. I found what I'm about to show months ago. This was relatively added recently to the collection of models. I might actually sand this slightly and paint it. Who knows? But yeah, this was done in one big piece. The logo is done in a different color, obviously, because I have a Bamboo X1 carbon with the AMS, so allows me to do funky stuff like this. This took about 12 hours, I guess, 14 hours to do. Well, the next model I'm about to show, sorry, I'm just seeing if the next model took about double this. So let's say this took about 12 hours. This took about 24 hours. And it's massive. So this was done relatively easy. Not a lot of material was used. Still enough, obviously. Well, this next model is massive. If I remember correctly, it's about a full kilogram, almost a full kilogram, 900 grams to be exact, of printing material. And for those who do not know what a roll of printing material looks like, I will show you. This is what a roll of printing material looks like. This is not what I printed the model out of. This is Polymaker's Polyterra watermelon PLA, so the color is watermelon. I've had this sitting around for about a year. So the silver thing that's holding desiccant to keep this thing actually dry. Even though it is in a bag with not a lot of air, there's still air in it. But I am going to be printing that next. But I did just last night order 9 rolls of bamboo material, and I'll show you what that roll looks like. This is what it looks like. Unfortunately, this is an empty spool. Excuse me. So yeah, this one is bamboo green, actually. So we actually wrote what the color is on the actual inside core here. All of these spools are RFID tagged and stuff like that. Even the spools themselves, like the outer here, you can actually print these. If something happens, like they break or something, you can actually reprint them, which is nice. This is about 1,000 grams, right? This took about 900 grams. And if I remember correctly, this was 20 or 25% infill, no supports. Whereas this one, we printed it 3 times. The first 2 failed quite significantly due to lack of supports. Well, I will be posting images over on the Instagram with what it looks like now and before the support removal. And it's quite extensive. There's some sort of mosquito or something in my room. This will be sanded, primed, and painted in probably over the holidays, actually, because right now I just don't have a lot of time. This is what it looks like. Yeah. This thing is about the size of my head. This is the original ghost shell from Destiny. And you're probably wondering, what am I going to paint it? I'm thinking of like a purple. Or something like that. I need to see what shells I have and color scheme. But the core, like the inside here, that's going to be black. And then the inside here, where the actual logo is, the eye, the quote-unquote eye for it, that is going to be some sort of blue. And then the inside, the actual eye itself, that's going to be the teal color that you see. And you might be wondering, how long did this guy take? So this version here is 115 mil wide, same size as this. Because if we get it perfect here, that's what it's supposed to have. But it's going to probably, I'll rearrange some stuff up behind me probably tomorrow if I'm not at work. And yeah, so this will be sitting up there fully painted. It will have a clear coat on it so that it doesn't scratch and stuff like that. But it took a monstrous 21 hours to print. Yeah, 21 hours to print this entire thing right here. Started about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock yesterday, or something like that. And it didn't finish until about 3 o'clock this afternoon when I was still at work. When I was at work. So, yeah, quite a fair bit of time. And you might be wondering, like, are you going to be printing another one? Not at that size, no. I might go, like, a little bit smaller. This is, like I said, 115 mil wide. I might go, like, 80. Well, 80 would still be massive. I might go, like, what is half of 115? Typically I'm pretty good at math, but I might go like 50 mil wide or something. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, like I said, there is going to be 2 different variations because one's going to have me talking, which is the YouTube video. And you're probably wondering, like, why did you print it? Why not? And I wanted one. I didn't want to spend like almost $80 on a friggin' model from Bungie. But that 75 that we talked about, that is just US, right? So realistically, it could be like $110, $120 model, right? So yeah, so this was about $26 in terms of material. So, granted, there's the time, but it is what it is. But then I get to sand it, paint it, and all that. So, actually, it also makes a good phone stand. But no, but in all seriousness, though, it was a fun print. It just took some time to get the supports and all that. Oh man, I wish I kept the supports. Like, they were insane. Like, every inch basically had support material on it. You'll see from the photos once I post them. Yeah, would I print more stuff from Destiny? Probably, if I can find crazy models from it. Or other games. Like, I do have a few models that I'm currently working on, trying to work on. I'm still, you can just see the tip of the, there. You can just see the tip of the Master Sword right there. That needs to be sanded, primed, painted as well. I am looking at getting a metal rod for that as well, but unfortunately, everywhere I've looked doesn't have the rod I need, so I had to figure something out. So that will get painted at some point. The giant pyramid, that one won't get painted just because that would be a pain in the butt to deal with. If I was going to do something with that model, I would use some sort of like silk or rainbow material. But I definitely know I'm going to be painting the giant Minecraft ore block, which I will pull up in a second here. So I pulled the pyramid here. Yeah, like this would be a pain to paint. You could, but it just wouldn't work. I don't mind it in white, actually. And this is actually Anycubic's white. I was trying to run through what I had, and this was what I had left in their white before I bought the bamboo white, which is what this is. And this white here, if I remember correctly, I think this might also be the same Anycubic or bamboo. I can't remember what this one was done out of. Might have been the Anycubic or the bamboo. I can't remember. I think it's this one because I can feel layer lines, whereas this one doesn't really have any layer lines. This one was, I think, a 12 or 14 hour print, and it was like 320% or something like that. Actually, I have a small version of this. Give me a sec. Here we go. Here's my tiny one. This is, I think, 50% size or 25% size or something. This is from the Cobra Go, and this is from the X1. Yeah, size comparison. This one would be a fun one to paint as well, but also a bit of a pain. I might actually do this as like a redstone. So like mask off all the holes and do the whole thing in actually. Yeah, no, I'd have to do it that way. I couldn't paint it in... Well, I'll figure something out. I might end up trying to figure out how to do it in bamboo, where I try to do the whole thing in silver and then have the indents basically be red. I'll try to figure that out. But yeah, this... Like I said, the base that my phone's sitting on, that's not going to get painted. It might. I'll see how I feel. But the ghost itself, that guy is definitely going to be painted for sure. So, anyways, bye-bye.